The separation. I know we said we were going to revisit everything in January, and that was always the plan. We haven't done that because we have, I think, come to a conclusion. Hi, thanks for coming back to my channel where I post daily videos every weekday about just my journey through life and just struggles and victories and ups and downs, and you're on the journey with me. It's been a wild ride. I go live at the weekends, which is slightly different, where I play the piano and we chat. That's been really good as well. So I hope you'll keep coming back. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Everyone that's subscribed is really helping me on this mission to, I guess I'm trying to bring some understanding and healing to the world. I don't want it to sound cheesy, but and I never intended it. This has happened by accident. My whole online career happened by accident. I was a movie composer, and my wife Laura was an actress, and she was getting frustrated with not getting parts. And I heard about this thing called the internet. Well, heard about this thing called YouTube, and I bought her a camera, and I said, I think you're going to be great at this. I was seeing other creators blowing up, and I just had a sense that she was going to be great at it. So she posted a video every day. I was in some of them. They blew up. I ended up making content with her. Shut down the composing career because it was too crazy. Making the content was too exciting and it was full on. So then I had a mental breakdown 7 months ago. Tried to off myself. I had a momentous shift in my life. I had like a revelation, not to put too fine a point on it. And I started to heal myself with this fusion of binaural beats, music, and writing. It's been an incredible thing that I'm going to get into more. I'm thinking the Patreon, thinking of doing guided meditations on there, including the binaural beats. So we'll all be sort of meditating, and I can guide it, or I can get guests to guide it. But I'm going to be making special pieces for those guided meditations that should zen you completely out. Everything is working, so very happy about that. I want to do 2 tiers, perhaps one a little larger and one super intimate group. Because I think the intimate group you're really going to be able to connect on a deeper level. So I'm going to add another tier in there for guided meditation, smaller group, and I'm going to be doing the guided meditation on the big group. So yeah, sign up to my Patreon. The link's down there. So the separation. I know we said we were going to revisit everything in January, and that was always the plan. We haven't done that because we have, I think, come to a conclusion, and we'll be announcing that and telling you about that soon. It's exciting. But in terms of how it's going, it's funny because I went from a stage of wanting to get back together. As you guys saw, there was the first podcast I did with Laura. I was really desperate to see men in it. I never watch my stuff back ever, but sometimes I watch Laura's stuff. And that came up. And I remember seeing comments on my Instagram, Stephen, you look desperate for approval. So I just had a little sneaky peek, and it was cringy to watch. I was so desperate to put everything back together, and that wasn't the way to do it, being needy and like that. So from then to the most recent podcast you saw, where I was a lot more at home in my own skin. I feel a lot more confident. I'm feeling a lot better about the future. I've really done work on myself with lots of different things. And the more I felt in a good place, the more Laura was coming around to the idea. It's so interesting how we bounce back and forth in couples, don't we? Bounce, 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 bounce like a pinball machine. It's like a dance. But we will be making a video soon about that. But I would say the separation itself is largely successful, although there's some blow-ups. There's definitely been some blow-ups. There's definitely been some miscommunication, jealousy, anger, all the things. I never say all the things. All the things is like a chuggy millennial phrase, but I just said it. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster. It's been an absolute roller coaster. But on the positive, I would say that I'm much more present with Alfie and Poppy. I value my time with them a lot more because it's a structured thing. So I know that I see them on certain days at certain times, and that's forced me to be a lot more present, especially with Alfie. I'm having a ball with him right now. He loves me and this house. I mean, I feel like he loves me in this house loves me more than he did when I was living there, which is weird, but I'm sure that's just in my head. But yeah, that side of the separation is going well. Living in two houses a mile apart, I don't know if that's making it harder or making it easier. It's a bit of a head fuck, to be honest, because sometimes I think we're separated, but I'm still there all the time, and I don't feel like any different to when we were together. And I don't know how healthy that is, because it could never go back to as it was. In order for there to be any growth, I feel like you need to feel a change. And I feel a change in myself, in my heart and in my soul and in me. But physically, sometimes I feel like I'm always there and we're separated. It just feels weird. And I feel like they've got the life over in that house hasn't changed much, except I've been parachuted out of it. But my life's completely changed. I don't see... No, that's not true. I see the kids probably more than I used to, but I feel like parachuted out of my life. I'm living in a different house, and I love this house, but it's I put so much of my life into creating that house over there, and so to be back here is weird, although I do think this house has some magic, so I'm happy to be here. I feel like the separation has pushed me into doing my own thing, which has been incredibly positive. I never planned it. It started with that video, I'm Struggling, which I can't watch any of those videos. Any videos shot in this room, I can't watch back because it's just too raw. It's too raw, and I really put it all out there, and all I hold on to is the fact that you guys every day tell me that I'm making a difference in your lives, which I really appreciate it. Because some days I think about everything I've put out there and it makes me just want to go into a hole. I think about what people in my life think about me from what I've revealed, like in my real life. That's an issue. That's an issue sometimes, but I feel like this work is my purpose, so I've just got to keep that in mind and just keep pushing forward with it. I'm seeing a lot of people saying I'm the only person doing this, so just being completely no filter, could be autism, but also just completely honest, which makes me sick. Every time I feel sick about a video, it's the one that does the best and connects with most people. So I'm putting my heart out there for you guys. I really am, and I hope you're getting something from it. But this has been a huge positive of the separation. I'm trying to think what other big takeaways I've had. Maybe this should be a part 2 of this, because I'm thinking of a lot of things, but I need to kind of maybe reset, because this has been a really good talk. I really enjoyed this. thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to me every day. Every weekday I make a video. At the weekends I do lives. Also, I post shorts pretty much every day. So keep an eye out for those. People are liking those. That's good. I'm pleased. I love you guys. You know that. Let's come back tomorrow. Let's talk about something else. Sign up to the Patreon because I'm going to be doing guided meditations over there. And don't forget live music. I said I would be, I enjoyed the last one so much. Another one is probably coming in the next 2 weeks. A live proper concert, like an hour long on Patreon. So please consider subscribing over there. It's good. It's a good platform. It's a good group of people. And I love it. And I love you. So let's speak tomorrow.